Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. Oh, Tyler, are you by any chance carrying something heavy up a flight of stairs?
No, it's doing jumping jacks. Oh, you gotta stay fit whenever you're playing disco Elysium. Oh,
That's true. And with the music at such dramatic swell when we decided to start the recording, you really need to speak up to be heard. So it's a good thing that
oh.
you have been getting all that cardio in.
I know. I gotta be doing jumping jacks intermittently. Gotta burn off those Reese's peanut butter cups I've been gorging.
Got to do it somehow. All right. So last time we learned about the Wompty Dompty Dom Art Center, which was very exciting.
Yeah, I love the Mommy Dom Art Center. I'm never gonna say it right. You're never gonna make me.
I wouldn't dream of making it you say it correctly when such beautiful misapprehensions are among us.
You said it. You said the name.
What?
Sus.
Sussy Baka.
There you go.
The rear tire of a motor carriage.
Warns these words. It still bugs me that Akechi, sorry, Gary, he kept calling it Revachol. That made me think about like English. I don't know if you're familiar.
Hold on a second. Let me just turn down the music volume a bit. It's too loud. Let's be frank.
Okay.
You were saying?
No, it's just remind me of English. How they like that made-up English that's like has no foreign loan words.
That's right. Yeah, I think specifically no like French loan words, right? Like it's as if the Norman Conquest didn't happen, or am I wrong about that?
I'm unsure as to the premise, but they have like Italian words also aren't included in there. Like umbrella specifically was the example that I saw.
Yeah, or like like scientific words.
Oh yeah, read that whole scientific alchemy book that's written in English. It's horrifying. Can't get to that part of the ocean.
I was just checking to make sure we haven't missed anything over there, which it doesn't look like we have. But we are now over by the Choich, which we can fast travel to now if we want.
Hey.
Mazout.
What that means.
This is okay. Yeah, this is the village over here.
That's not the church.
Church is over here. I'm just making sure we've gotten everything on the way. You know what I mean?
We haven't been to the church yet, have we?
We haven't. It's right up ahead there. I just want to make sure we're, exploring everything for your sake.
Oh, thank you. Take me to church. Well,
apparently this is nothing.
Oh. That looks like it should be something.
It does, doesn't it? Interesting. Well, might just be a bug. We can always check it out again later after we reload.
Watch, that's the phasmid.
It's the phasmid.
Just fuck me up, fam.
A drawbridge that can only be lowered from the other side. Interesting.
Oh. Crowbar. Let's use it.
Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. A very large building. Well, before we do the very large building, let's go over here.
Yeah, I'm glad we haven't fallen through any of these like floors or stairs yet.
I know, right? Hung up too hard. You ever hung up on someone? Oh, wait, we can use this phone. You ever hung up on someone too hard?
I have, yeah, and I got yelled at.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Let's see who we can call, maybe.
Who could we call? Like it's a Japanese like green phone. It's adorable.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
555 Claude.
We can call a random number if you'd like.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's only like 10 cents.
Yep.
Still calling. This feels
Hiya,
wrong.
Bobby. Hi, Ken.
Should you be doing this?
There's nothing wrong with crank calling in Land Empire. Come on.
Yeah, I used to crank call all the time.
Someone picks up.
Well, we're about to do it again, unless you want to regale us with the tale.
No, let's keep going.
Statute of limitations hasn't passed.
I plead the fifth. They sound so distraught.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to lie to this old woman?
No. It might be. No, that's a centrist answer.
So no, this is not Pierre.
This is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Holy shit. No, it's not a lie about Pierre. No, I have nothing. I'm just here to bother you.
Sure you do. No one has anything nowadays. You're either a salesman or a statistician of some kind. I am not interested in cooperating.
What the fuck?
Gentle viewer, you should try dialing a random number and see what happens.
I'll never forget Roland, who is the only person who ever foiled a crank call I ever did. It was not an interesting story, just other than he was more than pleased his punch had been playing along. I'm just like, damn, why aren't you mad? He's like, oh, I enjoy the call. What does number 2 mean? What is, yes, I'm a salesman, what exactly did we do to your country?
Good question.
It's a weird thing to say. Let's be honest, this is a random number.
This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common or mixed background from your voice. I just so wanted it to be Pierre. Have a pleasant evening, prankster.
Disconnect tone.
All right.
Now, if we call her again, do we get the same...
This is a different random number.
Oh.
Yep.
What?
Yep, it's a different random number.
So we're gonna, you know what? 2 a.m. rolls around. We're just gonna be crank calling people.
In other words, you don't want to do it right now, or
No, let's get going. This is...
all right. Well, it's here for us. We can keep calling random numbers if we so desire.
Goodbye, lady who said I was good bread. Whatever that means. Revacholian. Revacapicolian.
Revagabagulian.
I knew a guy who did that unironically and everyone made fun of him.
Was he from New York?
You know what? No.
Was he from Yonkers?
He wanted to be. He really wanted to be.
Me too.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Let's touch it. It's always this clothing we can wear.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it.
Well, I've found these shirts before.
Shall we investigate closely?
Yeah, let's look at this dirt shirt.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not? Why not, Kim?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
And that's all there is to say about it.
Oh, we can't actually take it.
We can,
Oh.
if you would like.
Can we wash it?
Well, we can interact with it. We can't wear it, it seems, so we might have to. Do you want to take it? And
Yeah,
we
let's
can.
take it. We're already carrying around a bag of garbage.
Yeah, as you'll see, it is.
I remember finding so many shirts like exactly like this.
We haven't interacted with. So these three, I think, are interactable that we haven't interacted with yet. So we can't wear it yet, unless you want to interact with it right now and see what's going on with it.
Nah, let's just keep moving.
Okay, we'll keep
This
looking
place is-
around.
This place is making Hoboken look like Hackensack.
I can't tell if those are legit places or if you're starting to make them up.
No, those are real places in New Jersey.
Ah, of course, in Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
you
how they
got
talk there.
Yeah, I got Ocean County, Camden. Astoria. Two other places I mentioned. One of which was the subject of a popular Fountains of Wayne song.
Ah, Fountains of Wayne. A weighing machine. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Stand on it, it tells you your weight. Fun. Question mark.
And have you ever had your weight publicly displayed like that?
We've got Megabino's prescription lenses. Shelby. We've got so...
Just, what?
This boardwalk has been great for sunglasses.
Oh, are we even allowed to wear these?
No,
we're not. They're prescription.
Yep, they're prescription. They are nausea-inducing hell glasses.
Guard, just because you're 10 feet tall doesn't mean you can't tell me what to do. I'm Kim. Give me those.
Some tear. We got so much tear. We're just doing great out here.
Oh man, this corner alone has yielded so much.
We're just thriving.
It's in our lane. Hey, it's this guy.
Oh, we got two things.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
I'm gonna vomit on this man.
It is death. It must be.
Something has died.
Kim, something's not right here.
The second one?
Yeah.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Damn, he rolled shivers too.
The floorboards look rotten and weak. Sorry, what did we get here? I don't know why this just triggered.
So we're excited. Excited to wear the jacket.
Let's just check this out first. Out of order.
Oh. Hey, do you have any change?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Hold on.
It's not actually
Lividity
dead,
is
he?
faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Holy shit.
Found another murder. Or
Calm
another
down.
death.
Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
I thought the working class corpse was a phrase just like horse-faced woman, just something very derogatory, unnecessarily.
It's something to be.
Oh man. Well, let's study the surroundings first. We'll do this like we're enclosing on Coke's snowflake.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Let's start from top to bottom.
Alright.
It's on his head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
Thanks, Logic.
Killer.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
So he hit his head on the bench. He fell over. Oof. That's how she got paralyzed in Cinderella. Man.
Cinderella, man.
What was that movie?
I don't know.
She's the boxer lady, and she, like, the other person hit her so hard, she landed funny, and she became paraplegic.
Oh, okay.
That was Cinderella, man. That's not right.
I do not know. I am not a boxing movie enthusiast, it must be said. Let us know in the comments.
It
Or in the
certainly
thread.
wasn't Elite Beat Agents, that's for sure.
That's more on brand. Anyway, shall I step on the floorboards?
Yes.
The boards screech under the weight of the T500 ceramic sabatons. It's a good thing they're so light, because it's hard to determine whether it was the dead man's weight that caused the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile.
I'm glad we had this foresight. Mocking Gary was a good idea. It worked out.
Oh, well, that was for the chest piece, not for the sabatons, but still.
Oh, we put both on, though.
Yeah. But, like, we're not stepping on it with our chest.
Oh, that's... just swimming on
Just,
the
like,
boardwalk.
doing the worm over to the corpse.
Maybe
It's
that's
my
respectful to
method,
somebody.
okay?
Here, this is how I think. Let's examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Ah, that's fair. Well, when he's taken across the Charon's ferry or whatever, it's what he carries with him. It's his possession.
A bottle to smash over the head and commandeer it.
Ooh. Let's examine the chewing
Lebowski
gum, right?
spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Let's look in, shall
The
we?
blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Like,
It also doesn't work. In case you were
covering
wondering.
covering your alcohol stench, you're like dying like this.
Well, this works, but in a different way.
The
Yeah, they'll never know
entire
I was
boardwalk
drinking.
creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Study the man's clothes. It's working class.
He's
corpse.
wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
In the pockets?
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
And the man himself?
Who is he?
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
As good as
His
face,
expression
that
is dull,
portrait.
like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Where's this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
I think labeling him as alcoholic is a bit premature. We still don't know him yet. What if he just had a bad day? Or he got lucky and found a winning bottle?
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
I don't like the idea that the wedding ring is a signifier that he may have had a drinking problem.
Well, I mean, I don't think that it does. I think, he was just saying one thing we do know. We don't know that he was an alcoholic, but we do know that he was married.
I still want those to be the two main facts, and they correlate somehow. Like, he hated his wife. Such a boomer.
I mean, maybe he did. Only one way to find out.
That's why What do you think happened here? Do you think he loved his wife?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Or he'd be in the ocean.
Yeah, that's true. It could just drown.
Also, this is interesting. What about the kebabs and the kebab sauce? Now, I got into an argument a few months ago about what makes a sloppy Joe. I said it was the contents and presentation, but I had naysayers saying no, it's a specific sauce, like sloppy Joe sauce. I said no. You can have a sandwich that tumbles apart. It's called a sloppy Joe.
I mean, it's gotta, I mean, it can't just be like anything. Like, it has to be ground meat. And it has to be like a tomato-based sauce, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I think you're pretty free and easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently I was too loose, and it's like, no, I just made a chili sandwich. I'm like, no, I did not. That's what makes me think, like, a kebab is just skewered meats. At least that's the presentation of the meat. So it's like, if you have kebab sauce, is it not just barbecue, or...
That's an excellent question. I mean, it could be like, I mean, let's not get into kebab discussion. Unless you want to ask about it.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Maybe they did it.
Sometimes a kebab is my penis.
You got big kebab, baby. You know I love that cod piece. Yeah. Could it be related to the lynching?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
We haven't inspected the bench yet.
I mean, we kind of did.
I mean,
we inspected the area, and it mentioned the bench.
It did. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of... Did it mention, that, like, we can see, like, the wound on his head. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I forgot if it mentioned, like, oh, there's a blood stain on the bench where his head made the impact.
I mean, it didn't say that. I don't think. But, I mean, it's a bench-shaped hole in his head, I guess.
That's true. I'm just trying to cover all bases. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
What if he died of alcohol poisoning the second or right before he hit the bench?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
His liver failed, causing him to fall over.
I mean, hey, if my liver were failing, I'd probably fall over.
It's like
Ouch.
It's like those self-driving vehicles that give you full control seconds before impact in an accident. It's like, oh, it looks like you were driving.
You're a drunk driver now. Or a drunk walker, I should say.
Somebody should be... Yeah, somebody should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's public property.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
All right.
It does seem to be a
Sour
pretty
smell.
straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Let's look at his library card.
Yep.
It says he's the page master.
Master of pages.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
So if we take the case, we'd just be like finding out who he was.
Yep. Seems like it. We can identify who he was and what happened. It's a little oblique, but the game is basically saying, do you want this side quest?
we're still solving the big mystery for why we're here.
We will be doing that regardless of whether we take this, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much more stuff we'd be doing. What time is it? It's 1:46.
I mean, even if we take the case, we don't have to solve it immediately, but yes.
I feel bad about just leaving another corpse here. Let's leave this for the station.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, the station is going to want details, however. Let's examine that library card you found on the man's body, see if it has any clues. Then we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
All right.
We have averted another dead body. May have led to more dead bodies.
There's the library card. Do you want to examine the library card?
Let's do it right now, yeah.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look at the backside, Billy Machine.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
We already decided to let the station handle this case, so there's no need for us to call the library.
I want to know if one of the random numbers that we were allowed to call was the library.
I mean, we can call random numbers but if you already know the number in your subconscious, is it really a random number?
I'd say so.
Shall we look inside?
Yeah, let's look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
All right.
Good. We've examined the library card. That should be enough for our colleagues. Now we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
And I found a dead nerd.
Interacted. So we can now
Weird
call the
stamp.
station and hand over the case.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Huh.
We weren't gonna take the tear, I thought.
No.
It's the guy's tear. It's the guy's bottle. Let's leave this.
All right.
Actually, no, we can examine the kebab, not take it. Let's check it out just to be safe.
There's some tear. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well
that's
as
nothing.
a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol.
Sheesh. I still don't know why that's slang now.
Don't ask me, man.
40s are making a comeback. You know what unifies Canadians? The British monarchy.
When you're right, you're right. We love the Queen, don't we,
I know.
folks?
Yeah, I love Governor General Elizabeth. It's functionally the same.
All right. The choich.
Oh, man. I was at one point I was thinking of just getting pews for my living room, just because they were cheaper than a couch.
Can you get like surplus pews? Is that like something you can do?
I think you can. I was mostly just on Craigslist, and it was like people just clearing out a church.
Right.
Although that does beg the question. What's this?
Do you want to check out the church first, or do you want to head over here?
What's over here?
This person.
No. I say we talk to this person, then we head to the church, since we're out here. Damn,
A
it's
shaggy
cold
looking
outside.
girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, She looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
I have some questions for you.
I'm listening.
What's that device you have? Is it the Demon Core?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's that?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Now he's thinking like I do. Things just tangentially connected through the loosest of associations.
Reminds me of that guy who was trying to type Hatsune Miku and kept going hardline Mike.
It's a great name.
What do you think, Tyler?
Any news on Hatsune Miku's name? What about Hardline Mike?
No,
Nothing.
you're welcome.
How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Ooh. Interesting. I want to hear this. Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What is that?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Wow. Let's not go with that one.
No,
Who is Art?
I mean, it could be a good thing. Could say that positively.
I don't know how I can read that positively unless we're also then like clasping our hands, going That is
Number one,
enunciated. Number one, yeah.
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck, or really be a Elysium going kind of person.
Oof.
Ouch.
Okay, boomer.
She boomered us. Fuck. I get down. I get boogie.
I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh. Let's dig our own
no.
grave.
I grind. I rip and I
I don't
rhyme
know
and I
what that
rhyme and
means
I rip.
either.
Jesus Christ. Help me, I was born yesterday. I'm trying to be hip and relatable.
I'm actually a generation younger than you because I don't know anything.
I'm actually tall. I just had the piss drained out of me. You know what? That's a fun one. Let's go with number 2. It's honestly the most honest.
That's cool.
You're right. Time has deserted me. Let's go with that one.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the content mic, perhaps?
We have talked to a young person and it has made us sad.
Well, this is great.
Anything else?
This is hey, you're old. Yeah. Does this have anything to do with contact mic? Like, this is the most octogenarian conversation I think we've had so far.
Yeah, talking about a random boxer you've heard of. Is there anything more boomer than that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I'm at the boxer contact mic. He played for the Miami Dolphins in 1979 to 1983 next to Larry Zonka.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
Why are we going to bat for contact mic?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Let's keep going. Contact mic. He's
a role model, apparently.
Wait. Oh no. What if he bites his wife's ear off? I don't like that. Let's go.
An entire litany spews forth.
Do
I got nothing. I'm fucking spent. You know what? Let's be positive and reinforcing. And number two, you are cool. You're a base lady. That's what we're doing.
Man, you are one weird cop.
Wow. You said something. You said something nice. I'm backing down. No, let's talk about the Mike. Let's go number two.
All right.
I'm okay with
You
being a
do
weird
understand it all just sounds like Mike to me, right?
cop. You know,
How about that, Mike? Not Mike. Mike.
No, yeah, hardline Mike. Mike the TV.
All right. But we don't have any more Mike questions, unfortunately.
We'll come back when we come up with a few.
Okay.
Don't you worry. What's your name? Is it Mike?
A cell.
Jesus Christ. And your surname?
Why?
You know what? You're right. Why indeed? Forget it. We're just kind of bothering you about your day.
Okay.
And what are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
That's cool. I actually do want to hear that. That kind like she's making noise music essentially.
I mean, is she even making music? She might just be recording the noise.
I mean, that's what noise music is.
I'm recording the Noid. I've got a trap.
You do wait, the Noid or the Noid? Because one is a delightful mascot, the other is a horrible man.
Hey,
What
man.
happened to the headphones?
30 minutes or less. That's all I have to say.
My boyfriend sold them.
What?
I
Why
don't
would
know,
he do
man.
that?
Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Is it drugs?
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
That makes sense.
I like how suspicious was enunciated.
Snakes are inherently suspicious.
Sweetback suspicious.
Song.
Yeah.
All right. What are they for?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
No, it's not. That's actually what I was just talking about.
It's a pretty straightforward explanation.
Yeah, like I gotta find the artist again, but I have a whole album where it's just somebody recorded a dishwasher and just chopped that up to make new music.
I believe that is Ultimate Care 2.
Ooh,
I believe that's the album you're referring to.
I hope so. 'Cause that album actually kind of rips.
Named after the washing machine, or not a washing machine, but a clothes wash. A washing machine. I thought you said dishwasher, but then I mixed up a dishwasher and a washing machine somehow.
I might have said dishwasher. Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Ultimate Care 2. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I quite like it. Anyway,
Anyway,
nod.
I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
The girl is cold all of a sudden. Very cold.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
Oh no.
Take this, you're cold.
No,
Give her
man.
the crust
fuck that, I'm
jacket.
cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
She has had, I think, some of the most realistic like dialogue so far.
we can give her our hat.
The one that we're currently wearing.
Seems like it.
You know what? Yeah, let's give her the hat.
It's found, so she might actually like it. Who knows?
Yeah,
Thanks.
this should Peepo.
Peepo for you.
Peepo for me. We have a Peepo. They have one too. What kind of music place is this? Why aren't you wearing the hat I just gave you?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
The boys.
Who are the boys on Amazon
Andre
Prime?
and the guys. They're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Are you freezing out here? Are they one of those freaks that just like no girls allowed?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Ooh, you mean like the headphones your boyfriend sold? Bwah, 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 bwah.
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Well, why don't they put that stuff outside instead of you?
Yeah, why are
That
you
stuff
out
is
here?
more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Okay.
Go
That's
ahead.
kind of fucked up. Sorry, somebody decided to be a very loud bicycle outside, motorcycle.
That would be a loud bicycle.
God,
All right. Do you want to hear more about the music place?
I do. Tell me more about the music place.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
It's the Hacienda! Yeah,
Except
yeah!
that, yeah,
Oh my god, this is actually also a scene from 24-Hour Party People when they're meeting with the mixer, the producer, and he's holding a microphone outside just like this. And Tony Wilson comes up and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm recording silence." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Now I'm recording Tony fucking Wilson."
Hell yeah, baby.
God, now I just want to watch that movie again. What is anodic dance music?
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
I swear I read that as
We
Catholic
have-
at first.
We have completed a secret task. What is anodic music?
I didn't know we had a secret task, but I guess that's why it's a secret.
That's why it's a secret.
We got up, we're like, what's anodic music? What kind of electronic instruments, like a storm?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Fuck guitars.
Yeah, guitars are cool, but they have a time and place.
Yeah, exactly. Guitars are over. It's time we moved on.
It's all about-
Society has progressed past the need for guitars.
We now have those guitar synth things that just sound like...
And we're happy, damn it. Alright.
So why do you want to turn the church into a hacienda?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
I guess. Why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Sure. I'll talk to them.
Seems simple enough to talk.
Yeah.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Nope. I guess not.
I would cry if it turns out they find electronic instrument that's just the supercomputer that the guy was talking about at the other building.
Only one way to find out.
Go
Let's do
ahead.
it.
We can try to do this empathy check. We have a low percentage chance.
Yeah, let's give it a go. We're gonna leave here soon anyways.
The device is still warm from her
Wow!
and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Let's go with number one. Let's be relatable.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
Holy shit, we're just being raw and real with her.
Yep.
Let's keep going, yeah.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy.
What is?
What the fuck? Reminded of hardline micros from this stuff. Fuck up. Shut up, Harry. God, do we number 1 and 2 are both really good answers. I don't know which one to choose.
It's all you, baby.
You know what? Let's be positive. If you got this, nothing's coming for you. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Shall we?
Yes.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
Oh, the Ace-Arrow subculture that strangles people. Yes.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, a cowboy strangles who he wishes.
Yeah, especially if he wants to be left alone.
Do we want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
What is it?
Holy shit! I think number 1's the only answer because everything else makes me a centrist or a fascist.
Oh, really?
Yep. I fear the
Yes.
process is irreversible.
Wow. Social justice really matters that much to you. That's commendable. It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though?
Wow. I think it's gonna have to be number 1 because what is social justice if not just simulacra of 20th century politics repeated ad nauseum over and over without any orientable way and goals made.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah, man. They're pretty bad.
Uh-oh.
How many people exist?
How many people
Help me.
exist? Help.
Help me. You understand this is important.
3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
That's how many existed in the 1960s.
And who knows how many more in sale?
Oh boy.
There could be like a
Prob-
billion people there.
Yeah, and maybe
Yeah,
some
that's
buildings.
pretty bad. Are you sure you're not just hung up on some chick, though?
Dude,
Also, yes.
you know what? If it weren't for women, I probably wouldn't even be listening to music.
Perhaps.
I found these letters in the trash.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
They're written in a woman's hand. My writing is not as delicate as you would assume based on my stance and posture.
And then we tried to read them, and we almost died.
That was fun for a minute.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
You can have both.
Look, man, I care about the liberation of the working people, and also about
You know what?
my sad little self.
Yeah, like I think if you're going through romantic divorce troubles or anything like this, I think being concerned about the people's plight is a greater escapism than, I don't know, having like a professor who sits in a dirty room telling you to wash your penis on YouTube.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Now, Jonathan Rogaine told me I have nothing to fear about these femoids who give me trouble. I
Nothing.
remember her.
Or
I
her
remember
scent?
her scent. Yeah, she smells like chewing gum.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Ouch. That's actually a really good question.
Well, we've got two answers, and both of them seem to affirm it one way or another.
Oh no, did I have the author? Were the letters I got like a pre-order bonus for a visual novel I bought? Was I crying because I read letters from Hatoful Boyfriend? No. Why
Those
would I
pigeons
brag?
would never write to you like that.
They wouldn't. They would be more dignified. Let's go with number one.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
I feel like number one is a good question to ask, but I feel like number two is sort of like what is actually we know has happened to us.
It's your call.
Well, what do you mean by selective memory? Let's go with number one.
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Let's go with number one.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
Nice cover.
Yeah.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Thanks, logic.
He's got those slim Melvins in her back pocket.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
I heard he was discredited because he kept writing those papers about how he wanted to fuck his mom.
No
Like that real-
comment.
Sigmund Koenigstein? What is this?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Oh, it's a place, not a person.
Yeah.
I rescind my Sigmund Freud poorly constructed joke.
It's probably like fantasy Austria, but okay.
Yeah. People in Koenigstein really love the Myers-Briggs test. What are your four letters?
XXXX.
Mine is DVNO,
4 capital letters.
printed in gold.
Well, we should have saved that for the outro.
Ah! We can
Oh,
still
well.
do it. Let's do it anyways.
Okay.
Nothing's stopping us. I don't like any of those answers.
Well, she called it that first, not you.
Okay, that's... Yeah, thanks for the bullshit psych thing.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
I hate the staph infection on my soul.
Okay, bye.
All right.
That was raw, that was real.
It was, and it was also pretty involved. So, before we keep going, I'm going to stop it here, and we'll continue next time. So, if you have been, thanks for watching.
And don't let the details make you sweat even more while you're shaking your belts.
Don't need to ask my name to figure out how cool I am. All right, bye.